Hello, Aries, and welcome to your November 2019 Tarot Scope. I have already shuffled your cards, so I'm going to begin your reading right away. So, first and foremost, at the bottom of the deck, you have pulled the Strength card, which is also the Leo card, so that's a fellow fire sign. So it's kind of a very strong placement for you. There is honestly no downside to pulling the Strength card. It's a positive indicator for health. I would say that maybe the only thing to watch out for when you do pull the Strength card, it's just at times the tarot warning you that you may have a challenge on the horizon that could actually require you to be quite strong. So that is one, additional meeting that could be. But I'm going to relate it to the rest of your cards as I pull them one by one. So let's just go ahead and see what we have. Okay, the Four of Swords. Paired with the Hierophant. You have the Three of Cups. With the Judgment card. The Three of Pentacles. With the Knight of Pentacles. The Star card. Got some boobies for you. I hope that is not off-putting. And one of my favorite court cards, you have the Queen of Wands. Probably my favorite court card. Right up there with the King of Cups and in terms of awesomeness. All right, let's take a look. Just allow me just a moment to attune to some of the messages from your reading. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm picking up a double message for you between having pulled the Three of Pentacles in addition to the Hierophant card. It looks to me that your reading has to do with the realm of work or an established group that you may be a member of. The Three of Pentacles card has everything to do with what you put out into the world. So there is an element of permanency and spectatorship, which indicates that this is an established group, or your reading does pertain to, a group that does have a hierarchy potentially and is a permanent fixture in your life. Additionally, when you have the Hierophant, that is a card that indicates, it could be like a church or a learning institution or some kind of government. But it definitely has an element of like a group hierarchy in which information is being dispersed from a person who has some degree of authority on a subject, not necessarily authority over other people, but has authority like in terms of like knowledge, I would say. So, taking a look at that and seeing that, you pulled the Strength card underneath, it does look to me that you are being evaluated in some way within a group. And I think that this is something that you have been what's the word? Working towards. Sorry, sometimes when I do the readings, you're channeling and your words get twisted. It's something that you've been working towards for a long time, and it's something that you have been, in a position of, gathering your strength, it looks like. And I think that while you are being evaluated within this group, and it looks like, and I'm going to interject that I don't think that this is just, a passing, like type of job, like job. I think this is like a long-term career situation of some variety, although it could be church or, school, going to learn your long-term career. There is here, I see an evaluation. That is what the Judgment card technically means. It doesn't, while you can say, like, judgment is different from justice, and that judgment means that you do everything you can, and then you set it aside and you're evaluated. Like, exactly, like that would mean taking a test, basically. I mean, that is a very basic interpretation of the Judgment card. And when you have it paired with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, I'm starting to see the reading taking shape. At the top of the reading, paired with the Hierophant card, you have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is all about taking a rest. So if you have been in a position where you have needed to draw upon your own strength, I think at least in the past position, or, I think this is an energy that you may be coming out of, needing a bit of a break in order to achieve this or take this test or get your results. So I see that there has been a little bit of a respite here in regards to this institution. And now here we are, you've got the Judgment card and it's paired with the Three of Cups. And let me get that into focus. For your reading, I'm going to interpret this, Aries, to mean that you are celebrating passing a test. Absolutely. I think that if you're working towards a degree or some sort of certification, you do have something to celebrate right now. And it's something that, definitely has required you to be strong. It's drawn upon a lot of your personal energy from the Strength card to the point where you have needed to rest at times. You're coming out of a rest period. You've been evaluated. It is definitely an evaluation that it appears that you have passed. You're celebrating now. Okay, so that's awesome. Congrats. And then moving into the future, I see here, paired with the Three of Pentacles, you are in it for the long haul, I'll tell you what, because with the Three of Pentacles being paired with the Knight of Pentacles, this is basically a slow build towards having an extremely stable career and legacy. Like I said, when you pull the Three of Pentacles, it doesn't have to do with just like a job that you have temporarily for 1 year, you're just doing to get by. This has everything to do with what you build over time and what people will remember you for when you're gone. So, I mean, it's a permanent legacy. And when you pair it with the Knight of Pentacles, this is a knight that slowly pursues something at a pace that is slow and steady wins the race. So this is not the hare, this is the tortoise. So I think that if you are going to build something permanent with a lasting foundation, of course you will move slowly. And that's great news, even though it looks like you had cut loose here, you take a break along the way here and then you cut loose, you have a little party. Congratulations to you. But you still have your work ethic. You are still slowly moving forward. And then you've got two amazing cards here in the future position. You have the Star card paired with the Queen of Wands. And Aries, I'm going to have a double meaning for you because the Queen of Wands is actually also a fire sign, so that could very well be you. And I'm also going to read it as, combined message with the Strength card. Because when you pair these together, this is like having so much strength and maturity at this point from whatever you've been working towards that you have a degree of peace in your life. That's what the Star card is, that you draw a wish fulfillment to you, not by having to act. I think that you, because you've been a good hard worker, you're in a strong foundation. I see an element of hard work. And now you're looking to the future. And when you pull the Star, that's getting your wish. So also, when you are embodying the energy of the Queen, it's one of the ideal court cards, like I mentioned before, because the Queen of Wands knows herself. She knows exactly what she wants. She has a level of attunement, so that's, to other people. She can hold her own when need be, but she can also be very gentle and wise. And I just call it the awesome woman card. Of course, if you're a gentleman, it could be man card too, because I honestly, in the suit of wands, the two court cards being, well, the two people court cards as I read them, being the Queen and the King of Wands. Definitely the Queen of Wands, which, by the way, Wands is the suit of fire. Aries is a fire sign. She is the better court card over the King. Okay, the King has some personal flaws, but she, being the Queen, is the one who is in her power and has both strength and, oh gosh, what's the word? Peace. We'll call them both because it's mixed with the star card. Again, the meaning of the star card is having a strong degree of peace in your life. So you are at peace with what you're pursuing, what you're working towards. So congratulations on that. Looks like you've had a recent achievement to celebrate. You've passed a test. And I'm just going to pull the card on the top of the deck to see what's next. Okay, so you pulled the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords in readings, when it comes up, it often means that at times there are elements of your reading that do not resonate, because when you have the Eight of Swords present, there is something about, I'm going to say, the future, or about, oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. Sorry about that. There's something going on in your reading that you are blind to. And I actually think that what it is in your reading, because the rest of your reading is so positive, that you might be blind to the fact that you actually are in a strong position in your career or within this institution, which of course could also be educational institution or a church. So that is great. The advice in the reading is that you've earned being peaceful, I guess. You've earned the peace that is in your life. So you don't have things to worry about. And I think that you don't see that. But I think that what your formula for success is just slowly chipping away. And over time, you build up a sense of, a strong foundation that does bring you peace. Although you just might not exactly see it. You're in a fantastic position. So Aries, thank you so much. This has been your November 2019 reading. If you would like more messages for you, I do suggest watching your ascendant sign as well as your moon sign. And I will see you back here in December 2019. Thank you so much.